If you hear me!
What's happening, good people, and welcome back to another episode of Clash in Paris, the recap show. Yes, we are going to go through all our predictions from last week and maybe take a deep dive into some of the matches. I am your host, Fraz, and joining me as always is the kayfabe assassin, Mr. Andy Nero, and the ring historian himself, Mr. Dirty Dave. But before we get into it, ladies and gentlemen, you know the drill by now. Please hit the like button, smash the bell for notifications, and if you're not already subscribed, please do so because we post weekly wrestling content. Without further ado, let's get into it. How are we doing, boys?
Yeah, très bien.
C'est très bien.
Très biens.
Bon.
Oh,
Yes, very good.
I missed a trick there, didn't I? Could have done that whole intro in French, going back to my Mr. Ravenscroft days learning French.
Bonjour, bienvenue. Holla, if you hear me podcast.
Yeah, guten Tag.
Je m'appelle
What?
du humble host.
What happens if your name is Gemma Pell and you have to introduce yourself
Je
in
m'appelle,
French?
je m'appelle.
Yeah.
Gemma Pell.
My name
Dunno.
is. It's an interesting. There's got to be one. There's got to be a Gemma
Well,
Pell
Shady.
in France.
If you've got an answer to that, ladies and gentlemen, then please leave a comment.
Yep.
Helps the algorithm, helps us get noticed.
There must be someone out there. There must be something out there called Gemma Pell.
Je m'appelle.
Anyway,
Now we've got over Gemma Pell, I think that Dave's won this. I think me and Andy had a
well, that's the
mare.
end of that video. Then see you later.
But the first match, opener match, Roman against Bronson. The tribal
yeah,
chief
so
against the tribal thief.
You two smashed me on that one.
Yeah.
So predictions, me and Andy won. How did he win again?
Spear.
Oh, was it a spear?
Oh, I
It
get
must
2
have been that.
points. 2 points.
Sure
Thank you
was.
very much. Andy with the one-scar.
Or was it a Superman punch and a spear? Oh,
Well, it was a spear, wasn't it? If it's a Superman punch and a spear, it's a spear.
Spear. Indeed.
Spearman.
I get 2 points. Wow, what a start. Fantastic. They're the only points I'm getting tonight. Oh, no, Seth. And Cena.
yeah. I don't think
What
I
did-
won this at all.
What did we think of the match, though, gents?
The match itself was largely fine. The entrances were good. I thought the
yes.
crowd went mental for Roman. Massively
Yep.
over.
They did the whole weekend, didn't they?
They did. Yeah.
Insane.
Killed it.
Insane.
Absolutely killed it.
No, really good. I thought really good open match.
I can't drink
What?
and talk at the same time.
Idiot.
The only thing I would say is the end segment of the match after Roman had won. That was far too long for my liking. I think it clocked nearly 15 minutes from when the boys came out. Oh, sorry, when Braun speared Roman through that table to the next part of the show. That was 15 minutes. That was fucking really long.
Well, it took him a long time to get his shoes untied to throw him into the crowd. I mean, that took about 5 minutes. So, yeah, all ran a bit late afterwards. I see your point there. I see your point.
Yeah. But I thought, if anything, Bronson Reed, again, I mean, we're getting to the levels where he was at before he got injured, when he had those great matches with Seth Rollins, and everyone was like, damn, Bronson Reed's like the real deal. And he's
And they've
played
got-
second fiddle to Bron Breakker the last few months, and this was the first time that I thought, even though he lost, he looked stronger than before going into the show, because he held a really
sure.
good account of himself,
For
in
sure.
my opinion anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
Next match then is, well, so we did this without knowing, was it a couple of matches that they put on there?
No, just the
It
one.
was just the one. So we all had a guess at who that might be, or what that might be, sorry. Andy went for a tag match, Mello and Miz versus the Whites. So we'll give Andy... what are we doing here, Dave? Are we being nice? Are we saying it's 1.5 because he got half the tag team right? Or is it just
No,
one?
I'm happy to just take a 1 point for getting tag
Okay.
team.
All right.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
1 point.
That makes sense.
Thoughts on that match? Street Profits and Whites. I like the Street Profits entrance. Sorry.
Oh, I hate
Borderlands
any
thing.
music.
I don't know if it's new music or if it's just
More
temporary.
newer.
Because obviously it was a Borderlands advertisement, wasn't it, for the new game?
Yeah.
That's why they had the masks on and the silly clothing. But yeah, I don't hate the Street Profits. They haven't really had a lot to do recently, and they do need to have Montez Ford break out on his own at some point. But
I think that's coming.
it's got to. He's too good to keep churning out these tag matches.
Well, my thoughts were, I thought they were going to win. What the hell are they going to do with them now? I mean,
Break up.
they're too good of a tag team to just have bullshit matches that mean nothing on SmackDown. So, yeah, absolutely. Get them split up. Get Mr. Ford on his own. And we'll see what happens. What was the next match? Was it Becky and Nikki?
Kiki Bella, yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I'm on the wrong screen. There we go. Becky.
Did she win with
Becky?
the Disarm or did she win with the
No,
manhandle
it's a
slam,
roll
didn't
up,
she?
wasn't it?
It was the Becky roll up
The manhandle.
from
So
very similar to Evolution, was it? Where she did that fantastic little
yeah.
roll up pin out of nowhere.
1-0.
I think what's his name? Wade Barrett's called it the lynch pin.
This was probably my worst match of the night.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Becky's quality, and I've loved everything that she's done since she's won the title, but yeah, this was a bit of a stinker.
I think a lot of that's to do with the limitations of Nikki Bella. Like, you know, she's never been one to be able to put on a 5-star match, and it's never changed. You know, she can work in the gym with whoever she likes. The fact is that she's just not that good in the ring, and that's not a slight on her. She's great at what she does.
Yeah, it's just the business has changed, and she's not what you expect from a female or whatever competitor. I don't think.
I don't want to see her face Rhea. I don't want to see her face Asuka. I don't want to see her face Vicaire or Julia or any of the girls that can actually fucking go, because she can't go.
Agree.
I'd rather see
She
her
doesn't
face
do it for me
Chelsea
at
Green.
all. Well, I'd rather Chelsea. I mean, Chelsea Green's far superior.
Exactly. But like,
She does look
Sweet.
fantastic.
she looks amazing, but especially for her age as well. I mean, like,
Yeah,
she's pushing.
she looks
45
really,
odd.
really good. Really good.
That's-
Okay, the less said about that, the better.
Who got that
So
right?
next was Sheamus versus Rusev in a good old-fashioned shillelagh in the Anus match, which I thought was exceptionally good.
Yes, loved the match, actually, to be
Hard-hitting.
fair.
Yeah.
Brutal. Yeah.
However, Andy, me and you got that completely wrong, didn't we?
Well, yeah. He didn't pass out in the accolade. I thought he tapped.
He did,
He did tap. But he has put accolades, so I don't know what we're saying. 1 point?
1.5.
One
1.5. I'll allow 1.5 because he did
That's a
win
f-
with the
that's a
accolade,
fair-
but he
he
didn't
did,
pass
yeah.
out. So
Okay.
Which was weird, actually. When he was being choked out in that weird accolade, I thought, well, there you go, he's going to pass out. And then he was like, no, I'm just going to tap my knee. And I thought, okay.
yeah, he could have just as easily just passed out. And it's a better storyline. It's a better story.
Yep.
B, isn't it, to just pass out?
I thought so.
Can you imagine? If,
Only
can you
the
imagine if
second
after-
time. Sorry.
What
Sorry,
Sheamus
Andy.
tapped- I was just going to say, can you imagine if Steve Austin during that match with Bret Hart had just gone through
Tapped
that, all of that pain and all of that, and then literally just gone like, oh, that's completely undone all of the fucking hype.
Yeah, but every man has a breaking point, don't they? Not in wrestling. Any thoughts on the match other than me thinking it was exceptional and
I thought it was
him
great.
not passing out?
Yeah, fighting off into the crowd, fighting on the tables, the jumping off the barrels. It was just brutal. Both their bodies were just torn up.
Yeah.
It was, proper hitting each other. It was, it was a brutal fight. I thought it was really, really real, legitimate. There you go. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah. I thought the white noise through the tables was good, although it was a little bit slow motion, and Sheamus really looked like he hurt his ass there. I think Rusev got in the ring before Sheamus did.
He did. Yeah, he did.
And Andy, didn't you pass comment on Wade Barrett making some sort of sexual grunt? Yeah,
during Rusev's entrance, his cough button had been broken by Roman going through the table. So literally during Rusev's entrance, he just goes. Made me laugh.
I did wonder what that was.
It made the Botchamania, so that's something.
The Botchamania. Cena versus Logan Paul.
Loved it.
All three of us with 2 points there. Loved it. What are we saying? One of Cena's best matches he's had?
I don't know. I mean, the crowd really did help make the match. I don't know. The Cody match. It's up there with the Cody match from SummerSlam this year for me. And considering I don't like him as a face, I really enjoyed the match, and I actually thought it was really good. I love the Styles Clash, and I love the End of Days. They're just, that's little respect things that
that's cool,
have always thought Cena has never really sort of done. He always says he respects everything, but actually I was really impressed when he did them, and I thought, and he did them well as well. And they're in the right place. They weren't just plonked for no reason. I thought the whole match made sense, really, and I really enjoyed it.
I thought it was great. Andy, as a Cena fan, must have enjoyed that.
I didn't think it was Cena's best match. I think it was a star-making performance by Logan Paul. I think Logan selling and Logan's work made Cena look so much better. It made him look like Cena of old. Since Cena's been back, obviously, he is a bit older and he is struggling a bit with his knees and with his ability to lift and stuff like that, but Logan just seemed like he was light as a feather, and it just made Cena look like Cena of old. And the whole point of wrestling as a heel or whatever is to make your opponent look as good as they can look. And he did that with aplomb, and I really do think all of his mic work in the last few weeks, his character work, and the match itself, he is due a big, big deal.
I think since Cena's been back on this retirement tour, I do think that and the Cody match at SummerSlam are his two best ones. Because when he was heel, at the beginning, he was trying to ruin wrestling. I mean, that Cody match from WrestleMania was dreadful, and it was just boring. Yeah. So he wasn't really going out there to do much. Then he was in a couple of tag matches. So I think for this time round, I'd put it up there, definitely in his top couple of matches this year so far. But long term better than Cena from 20 years ago? No, but I thought he looked really good. And like you say, Logan Paul, I think, did an excellent job. I think they both helped each other to deliver the best match both of them could at that point in time.
I thought it was a really good match. I enjoyed it more than any other match. It was my match of the night. I thought Cena was fucking class. And I liked the little touch of the fat Belgium kid at the end. That was nice.
Yes. Well,
I did think Brock Lesnar was coming out though, because Triple H basically alluded to the fact that this would be something really shocking is going to happen because they want to build into WrestlePalooza. Yeah,
you got to remember,
no Brock, no Rock.
I think you got to remember their version of something massive is not the same as fans. Fans going to overdrive, and we'll talk about that. I think in the main event, what actually did happen, but
yeah, I still think Brock could have made an appearance.
He's not going to fly.
Well, apparently, he was in Paris. He was in France. He was pictured with someone in a restaurant. I believe.
That could have been his daughter.
Definitely there. It wasn't his daughter. But
No, I know.
was like, as in.
Yeah.
I was somewhat implying they look alike.
Yeah, they fucking do they.
Okay. Let's move on to the main event. The World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Stomp Braun Spear.
Seth won with the stomp.
Okay. 1.5. Chaos Vision involved stomp on Jay to pick up the W. Is that a 1 or is that a 1.5?
That's a 1.
He uses a stomp?
Wasn't on Jay.
Ooh.
Well, same as Andy and Dave. So if Dave gets 1.5 and Andy gets 1.5, then I get 3, and you guys get 1.5.
Not quite how that's going to work.
And lo and behold, somehow Fraz has won again.
And if we add those up, no, let's just go 1.5, all of them. So let's tally them up. I haven't won. 2, 3.5. 5.5, no other points for me. Dave, nothing. 1.5, 2, 3.5, 5, 6. Andy, 1, nothing. 3, 4.5, 5.5. Andy's 1. Andy's 1. Oh no, it's not. It's 5.5 each, isn't it?
Well, you just said I had 6. What did you have?
Oh, you got 5.5, Andy.
What have I got? 1, 2, 3.5, 4, 5, and then I got 6.5. Hang on, 1,
No,
2.
no, your maths are all out here, son.
Right, let me see.
1.
1. Yeah.
Nothing there. 2, that's 3.
3.
4.5.
5.
5.5. 6.5. Yeah,
6.5.
1.
Yeah, so Andy's 1. Yeah, well done.
Well done, Mr. Hogglers.
Snuck it in on the bonus match. Well done.
Yeah, so it is worth putting something down, isn't it?
He can book the card. He knows what to booklet.
Yeah. Okay, so that makes it 4 each for me and Andy and 3 for David. What a competition this is. It's getting heating up. It's heating up towards the end of the year. Overall thoughts on the show, guys? Built stories, or what was your biggest takeaway, biggest disappointment? Mine was definitely the crowd. Biggest disappointment, which we haven't even spoken about, was Becky joining the Vision. I don't think it's necessary, but at the same time it makes perfect sense. We'll get on to Raw later on in another show, but yeah. Just a tad disappointed.
So, if I may, my hot take from this show. Crowd were excellent, but this felt like a televised house show. A bit like the one they did in Japan a while ago, a bit like the ones they do in Australia from time to time, like a Saudi show. It just felt like a bit of a shoehorned, quote-unquote, PLE, just for the sake of it. Like, not a single title changed hands. There was never any danger of that even happening.
Do you know what? I completely agree. I think if that had been in America and it hadn't had the crowd, that would have been a tough watch.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
Surprised. I thought the main event was really good. I thought Cena and Logan Paul was really good. I thought Rusev and Sheamus was really good. I thought Roman and Bronson was really good. They were PLE matches for me. I thought the stage was fucking excellent.
I like the stage, yeah.
Best stage
was really good.
Since Mania. But on paper, like I say, if you'd have had that in, I don't know, somewhere in America.
Tulsa,
Oklahoma. Yeah, I don't think on paper there was enough there to get the fans into it. So thank God it was in it was in Europe, then we had a fantastic crowd that definitely made the show better, regardless of the quality of the matches. I loved the Cena match. I thought the Fatal 4-Way was all right. I didn't think it was as good as it could have been, but I thought it was all right. But yeah, I mean, the women's match, let's face it, was dreadful.
Tag match was mere.
I thought the Fatal 4-Way was really fast. Like, it was really quick. It was like a 10-minute match. I swear it wasn't very long at all. Normally, Fatal 4-Ways can go on for like 20, 25 minutes. This felt like it was over in 15. I don't know why.
I don't know. I just don't think you can please too many people, can you? Because, you know, on one hand, I'll pick on you here, Dave. You thought SummerSlam was shit because the crowd weren't that great. And the crowd were awesome on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And the matches,
they made the show.
The matches on the card were decent. So, I mean, like, we can't have it all, can we? I guess.
No, but that's not. That's what I'm agreeing with. So, SummerSlam, on paper, the matches were better than the matches on paper for Clash of Champions. But the crowd killed SummerSlam and the crowd made Clash of Champions. That's exactly what I'm saying. But
we're calling it a glorified televised show.
No, I'm calling it a glorified house
well,
show.
no, because Dave said I completely agree with that.
Yeah, because
that's the only reason I'm bringing it up.
Yeah, because on paper, if you compare Clash of Champions to SummerSlam, on paper, it's not. It is a bit of a throwaway. Cena's not the champ anymore. A tag title match that isn't even announced. A women's match with someone who hasn't wrestled in 10 years, who no one gives a shit about. Fatal 4-Way, which is okay. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, you know, Seth Rollins isn't going to lose. Roman versus, Bronson Reed. Now, we all love Bronson Reed, so that's fine. But a lot of people don't. So a lot of people will be like, he should be fighting Braun Baker. It's probably not the match people want to see, and that's fine because that's going to come later down the line. But yeah, it's not. It's not a SummerSlam card, and that's all I'm saying. So the crowd really did make the absolute best of it, and I thought that was fantastic. But on paper, I still maintain SummerSlam should have been a far better show, but wasn't because the crowd were shit.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not trying to bring SummerSlam into it. I'm just trying to understand the logic behind the glorified televised thing, and that's for you, Andy, as well. Like, my opinion is that, yeah, no one wants to see Nikki Bella wrestle, but she's huge and she's just come back. Becky's arguably the biggest woman they've got on the roster at the moment, especially now she's joined the Vision. Everyone wants to see the greatest of all time, John Cena, against the guy everyone loves to hate. And then that Fatal 4-Way match, I disagree. I mean, to an extent where Seth Rollins is going to win, I'd say 60% you do, but there's an argument for any of those three to win that match. And then Roman Reigns, who's possibly the most over person in wrestling at the moment. So on paper, I wouldn't say it was looked like a televised card, but I respect both of your opinions on it. It's just my thoughts, isn't it? I'm always half glass full. So I love the product.
I will sort of position it like this. If you take the Clash in Paris out of the title of this form, right? Mm-hmm. And then at the bottom you throw in British Bulldog versus Owen Hart for the European Championship, you've got Insurrection. You've got an Insurrection card for the at the Earl's Court. It's do you know what I mean? Like, realistically, there were no title changes. To me, there was never any risk of a title change. And insurrections and rebellions, there was never a chance of a big, groundbreaking title change. You might get the odd good match. You might get Eddie Guerrero versus Rob Van Dam. You might get British Bulldog versus Owen Hart for the European title or whatever. But you'd never really get a really, really good, like, 5-star or whatever match. It would be just a good card.
I just think if you were selling it like how pay-per-views used to be sold, I see your point. It's not as big a sell as some other pay-per-views. But of course, that's not how the product's sold anymore.
Either, is it?
So this is it. Yeah, exactly. You've got to have. Yeah, you've got to have some peaks and troughs. And like I say, some of the matches on there were great, for me, great show, made by the crowd, made it so much better. And
Oh, yeah,
really
yeah,
highlights how
100%.
bad those American crowds are that can just ruin a show like, say, SummerSlam. So it's that inconsistency, I think, at the moment, I find frustrating.
I'll just underline my point is that I thought that it was a great event, and I classed that, or what I took away from that was it was a solid 3.5 star event for me out of 5. It was a PLE thing. You wouldn't see those on Raw. They've been building these up on Raw and SmackDown. Is it SmackDown as well, or is it just a Raw card? No, SmackDown as well.
Yeah, mixture.
And the reason the Americans are perhaps not as passionate as the Europeans is because they get it every week, whereas it's once or twice a year now. When they come over and they do a little tour, so they're going to be more into it. I don't hate on the US crowd. I don't hate on them at all. I just think that they're so blessed because they can literally jump on a flight and be there in a few hours, and they can watch wrestling, whereas we have to wait for it to come over here, unless you're a very rich man.
I mean, that's it. I think it was a very solid show. But I think it was made great by the crowd. That's the way I'd say it.
Okay, well, I think I've waffled on too much. Congratulations, Andrew, on your victory.
Yes.
The next event we'll be doing predictions for is WrestlePalooza.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And we probably already know 3 matches for that.
Coming in thick and fast. So yes, if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. We'd love to hear your comments on some of our thoughts, and if you had predictions yourself, then let us know. And if you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. We appreciate all your support out there. Lots of love, and we'll catch you on the next one. Adios, amigos. Au revoir, monsieur.
Bonjour.
Oh,
Je m'appelle.
Auf Wiedersehen.